How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Cattleson here, and it's time to get into episode 200 of Supernatural entirely. It is season 5, episode 10. So yeah, I've been anticipating this moment for a few weeks now, since I was told that I would be reaching the monumental 200th episode pretty early on in season 10, and here we are. It's just crazy to think about the idea that, we are at this moment, and obviously before I started my journey in Supernatural, I was prepared for the fact that this would be a bit of a long venture, but it's been absolutely worth it. And of course, we've still got like 5 seasons after season 10 to go through. But yeah, it's been worth the journey, and I'm excited to see what we've got cooked up to celebrate this special occasion. So, with that said, let's get into episode number 200 entirely of Supernatural. Let's go. Oh. Way back when, right? Now. Long time ago. Oh?
Ghost? Meet Winchester.
We are not doing this.
Maggie, Siobhan.
No way. No way.
Some kind of a joke to you?
Groot? Is that you? What's Groot doing on Supernatural?
I mean, it's close, but it needs a little more.
Like this? Oh, man. I love the compilation.
Out there hunting. It's the only normal I know.
Yeah. It's a good distraction again. Yeah.
We got work to do. Which is cool, but then you did that crappy musical.
Oklahoma? Hugh Jackman got cast off Oklahoma.
You ran Tech Wolverine.
Oh my god, don't shame Sam. They just missed out.
Idiots.
Oh my god.
You are idiots.
Hey, Assbutt! Hey,
No.
Assbutt!
Cass would just nope out.
Husband and wife bring gather road so far. We are in Dad's car.
Oh man.
Alright, go talk to the lighting department real quick, and I'm gonna go.
Yeah. This is something.
What in the holy...
If there is a case, probably has something to do with all this.
You think?
Maybe.
Okay.
We're here to look into the disappearance.
There is no singing in Supernatural.
Well, this is Marie's interpretation.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, if there was...
So, how about you give me a behind-the-scenes tour while you're
Yeah, let's see
my partner, Mrs.
how
Chandler's
accurate the characters are.
Great. Give us.
We got Bobby, we got Cass, we got Yellow Eyes.
I'm gonna throw up.
I mean, I gotta say, it's kind of charming.
Oh man.
No.
Nope.
I'm gonna check for EMF. You look for cursed objects.
You found them on the stage.
And they're driving or leaning against baby, drinking a beer.
Oh my god.
Feelings. The two of them, alone, but together, bonded, united. The power of their.
Why are they
brothers.
standing so close together?
Oh no. You're not one of those. You're not one of those shippers.
You know
No.
they're brothers,
No.
Right?
Well, duh, but subtext.
There's no subtext. There's no Wincest.
Why don't you take a sub-step back there, ladies?
It's a prop from Act 2. I've been looking for that, actually.
Act.
There's no space in
I was gonna say, have we
Well,
dealt
not
with?
canonically, no, but this is transformative fiction.
This is fan
mean
fiction.
fan fiction.
Yeah.
Call it what.
And then Cass and Dean got stuck in purgatory. Sam hit a dog. They met a prophet named Kevin. They lost him too.
I love how that's an important
Then
detail.
Sam underwent a series of trials in an attempt to close the gates of hell, which nearly cost him his life.
Oh no, she's gonna be like,
Dean
this sounds
became
terrible.
a demon. Knight of Hell, actually.
Wow.
Michael Caine, don't forget
Is
that.
some of the worst fan fiction that I have ever heard.
There we
I mean,
go.
seriously. Although we do explore the nature of Destiel in Act 2.
Hey!
Sorry, what?
Oh, it's just subtext.
It's subtext.
But then again, you
Chip,
can't
chip,
spell
chip, chip,
subtext
chip,
without
chip, chip.
S-E-X.
Dean's not gonna look at Cass the same way.
understand.
Oh,
Me neither.
was that a fourth wall break? Was. Oh my god, that was a fourth wall break. I love it. He just did the whole Office stare into the camera thing. Oh man. He pulled a Jim.
Unless you're seeing something I'm not. No, Dean, there's no case here.
Okay.
They haven't found her body. Just missing.
Cass Dean?
Shut your face. Get in the car.
Oh man, Sam is advocating for this. I love it. Oh man. This Destiel rises. What? So, not so much Groot, but Scare Groot?
Because it is all real. And so are we. I'm Sam Winchester.
Boom.
That's Dean.
They're gonna laugh this off, aren't they? Yeah.
Now look,
You believe
I'm willing to accept that monsters are real.
this is where you
but
draw the
those
line.
books
This is where you draw the
are
line.
Works of fiction.
And you guys are way too old to be
Gee.
Sam or Dean.
Oh yeah.
What?
Rufus Bobby combo? Maybe.
Okay.
Oh, hell no.
Sunshine.
So this doesn't add up. Topas require a ton of psychic energy to juice up.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Unless
not
there's
supernatural
something
books are
powerful.
tearing up the New York Times bestseller list. And I seriously doubt this play is even sold out.
Hope not.
Oh, but, this
We came, we saw, we kicked.
it's not a tulpa.
Oh,
What?
crap.
It's not a tulpa.
So they just burnt the scarecrow for no reason.
Say it one more time, but just a little bit more Arnold. You're like, it's not a tulpa.
Dude, come on. It's Calliope.
Oh,
Your vision is realized.
so the show must go on.
So, what are you saying?
Say it, say it, say it.
The show must go on.
Hey!
Sam and Dean were real. They wouldn't back down from the fight.
Boy,
Especially my
there you
sweet,
go.
brave, selfless Sam. There's nothing he can't do.
This is Dean's worst nightmare.
Woman Orphan Black show last year.
Orphan Black!
It's gonna have to work for Sam.
Woo! Orphan Black reference. Great show. Great show. Go
Right.
check it out.
Director. Actor.
I know how you feel.
I'm gonna Barbra Streisand this bitch.
Damn! Damn!
Where's Chuck?
Oh, I love him. I do. But honestly, the whole author inserting themselves into the narrative thing, it's just not my favorite.
Which is kind of what
I
the kid
can't
is
defeat
doing.
the
Which is
mess.
kind of what you're doing.
Me too.
Meta smash, right?
No, you're as close as she wants you to, and I want you to put as much sub into that text as you possibly can.
Damn.
There is no other road, no other way, no day, but today.
Damn.
Just quote Rent.
No, forget us in trouble.
Now you get out there and you kick it in the ass.
All right, bring it in.
Oh man. Jesus Christ.
Everyone
I'm here for this. Where's my popcorn? I don't even like popcorn.
Husband and wife, and it cursed my brother, leaving us in tears.
See? Not bad.
So far, gather up the payback. He trained us
Jesus
for
Christ.
the dragon hunt and kill. He took away your own freedom.
I love this. I love this.
Down the road so far.
Okay, so you
Jesus.
can pop in tomorrow morning.
Yes. I'll just wait here then.
Oh man.
That's all I'll do.
This is
Just wait here then.
this is gonna really fuel the Death Steel shit so much. And I'm here for it.
Do that second act one more time. There's robots and tentacles. In
See?
I can't even.
Did Calliope really just say I can't even? My god. What's this man?
Okay, go through the looking glass.
Some meandering piece of genre dreck. It's epic.
Oh, I love the meta-ness of this episode.
Broken man. All his wrath. A single man to a single man.
No chick flick moment!
Oh, nice! Both Sams! Both Sams! Ew! Ew! Oh! I guess the ponchos were, advisory. Oh.
Goodbye, Sammy.
Oh. You called her Sammy. I love that. As if she's very, very warranted. No way.
Off before anyone asks any questions.
That's probably a good idea.
Thanks for saving my friends.
Sure.
If you cut your hair a little, you'd make a pretty good dean.
I don't need a symbol to remind me how I feel about my brother, so.
Just take it. Jerk.
Bitch.
Wow. What?
It's the BM scene.
Saving people, hunting things.
Bowel movement scene?
Just, shh.
You're right, Sammy.
They set the thing as
Out
well.
on the road.
Carry on my wayward son.
Oh my god, no way. There is no way.
Lay your weary head
Holy shit.
I was sorry
Who's that?
Oh, that's Adam, John Winchester's other kid. He's
Oh,
still trapped in a
oh,
cage in hell with Lucifer.
wise man. It surely means I don't know. Carry on my wayward son.
Oh, Dean's getting taken aback.
Don't you cry no more. Carry on.
Perfect. Beautiful. That's so nice. Oh, I love that. Like in the background.
Monkey in the first act has some issues, but what did you think?
Oh, you! You! Of course you're still around! You! Yeah. That was well worth reacting with the broken voice. Yeah. Chucky Chuck Chuck. Wow. You know what, though? That was just perfect. That was just brilliant. No words. No words. Oh, man. See, that's the beauty as well of using the concept of making the events, of what we've experienced into books in universe, is that you can have an idea like this episode where someone's going to take inspiration and adapt it into like a musical. And it's just so well done. So, yeah. Because I don't know about the idea of Supernatural doing a musical. This is as close as we'll probably get, and it just works so well. Like I said, given the concept, given the fact that you got these kids who saw these stories, and yeah. But Chuck, oi, Chuck, yeah. So, man. What a fantastic episode. Fantastic way to not conclude season 10. We're still a ways off there, but to celebrate season or 200 episodes of this show. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, I know it might have been a tad bit of a mistake to do this with a bit of a skewed voice. But yeah, I mean, I was planning on watching this episode of Supernatural, and I'm not going to let this voice hold me back. So, and I'm glad that I didn't put this off, because this is an episode that just brings so much joy. It's a nice love letter to the fans. It's so good. And I really, really love how they do peer into certain bits and references in regards to the show and whatnot, whilst also like going into the fandom itself. It's not just a nice appreciation of, holy crap, we're 200 episodes into this show, but it's also like a good look-see at the fans as well. So yeah, and I would say that they handled it really, really well, like, especially in terms of having these young kids, because, I mean, I don't think it's going to be any surprise that this show will cater towards a more younger audience and whatnot, but it is really, really great that, like I said, we have this young audience who are, well, if anything, trying to do their own, I guess, kind of interpretation, especially with the robots and all of that. But they're doing their own, like how much they're doing their own thing with Supernatural, and they're doing something that, you know, really, really means a lot to them. Because, I mean, that's it though. Supernatural. There's a lot of meta in this episode. Whether that is just, you know, fourth wall breaking. I just got all of certain bits. We'll get onto that in a moment. But yeah, I think one of the big important things is that, like, Supernatural, it's not one of those shows that are going to be forgotten about and all of that. There are going to be shows out there that, you know, might have been hyped for like a year or whatever. But I feel like with Supernatural, it's a show that never dies in terms of like the you know, even if you veered off at a certain season, it is a show that has been very, very magnificent. No matter, like, if a season is bad for the viewer or whatever, it's a show that has kept on trucking, and it's a show that, it is a show that has just, captivated so many people. So, including myself, whether you watched it live or whatever, or whether you're like me catching up on this show. So yeah, but I swear this show has, like, it just knows how to really right itself when it comes to meta-ness, and how it breaks that fourth wall. So yeah. Also gotta say, I loved the throwaway line about Orphan Black. Never would have expected that line to drop on this show. So yeah, although I never do when it comes to shows like Doctor Who, I just get a real buzz when a show that I'm watching, that I am very invested in, references another show. I mean, I was a big fan of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s, utilization of mentioning Doctor Who every time, whether that's visual referencing or whatever. And Orphan Black is one of my favorite shows. Still is, no matter what. It just is. So yeah, but I even loved talking about other shows. I was just so deceased with so many jokes in this episode, but what I think is very, very interesting is, I think when that kid was telling Sam that if you cut your hair, you'd make a really good Dean, I'd like to think that's a Gilmore Girls reference. Because for those who don't know, Jared actually played a character called Dean before he joined Supernatural or Gilmore Girls. And I think he did have short hair then, didn't he? So I think that was a little reference there. I mean, it surely has to be, right? So, yeah. But yeah, it was just really, really great stuff, the references. The fourth wall break, like the Office-styled stare into the camera of judgment from Dean when Destiel was brought up was just comical. I just died. I was just deceased. So yeah, I mean, the whole idea of Dean just being absolutely disturbed. I mean, in some semblance, it can be. I don't know. I don't want to go too deep into this because in some semblances, it's a nice celebration of Supernatural, but in, there is that thought to the side that's like, after the shit we've been through, and they're just doing a musical about this. It's like, yeah, but just Dean's whole detestment about Supernatural as a whole, it was just really, really great. I even loved his little rally up speech before the play began. So it's just so great because it does blur the lines in a sense, doesn't it, in terms of meta and I guess what's truly going on in universe, especially with the whole Calliope thing. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, with Calliope being mentioned, yeah, that was a really, really interesting utilization, given who I guess who Calliope is. It's not like the first works of fiction to utilize her, but yeah, obviously you're not expecting anything too grandiose, especially in terms of an episode that has just so much going for it anyways, in terms of, okay, well, we need to celebrate 200 episodes, how are we gonna do it? So yeah, but it still is really, really relevant, I guess, in terms of what is currently going on. And it's I feel like a great utilization to use for and I guess well, I would say an anniversary episode, but a milestone episode. So yeah, I found Calliope to be a very interesting and neat choice. So yeah. But man, this was just really, really fantastic. I absolutely loved this episode. It was giving the French Mistake, I think it was called, the episode, a run for its money in terms of how amazing it was in terms of breaking the meta. So, yeah. But that's it though. Like with this episode, it really, I think, both this episode and the French Mistake really did, like especially when it came to the fictional works of Supernatural, they did that really, really well. Because because The French Mistake was still an absolutely banger episode in terms of, well, of all episodes for Supernatural. It was just so hilarious how you have basically Jared and Jensen, who are playing Sam and Dean, who have to play Jared and Jensen playing Dean and Sam. Yeah. And you have this whole situation where, of course, the events have played out, although a little bit of a twist, of course, with, robots and all of that. I'm expecting that now for season 11, just to, anything is possible, but, yeah, I mean, it was just really, really great, with, the whole fact of, these people and how much a story can mean to them, even if they, like, fan fiction itself, right? I mean, of course, it diverges itself from the main canon and all of that. And this really veered into that because I don't remember Dean fighting robots in season 6. So, yeah. But it really does show the love that, these people have for, and it's a really, really nice metaphor in terms of real world people, because of course they will create like fan fictions all the time, whether it does veer into Destiel or anything like that, or whether it's their own interpretation. It really does speak to the love. It's not disrespecting what has been established and wishing for a better version. It's inspirational, if anything, I would say, in terms of being motivated, captivated even, should I say, of the journey that we've had with Dean and Sam and wanting to have your own adventures with it. That's how much with what they were doing in the play and all of that, and like I said, fan fictions and all of that, it really does speak volumes, and that's what it's like, isn't it, in terms of these people who create these fan fictions and all of that. So yeah, like I said, I know there are gonna be fan fictions, definitely exploring the romantic side of things. So, and I definitely feel like Destiel stocks have risen with this episode alone. So, I just love how Sam was not, like, with Dean, he was absolutely, I'm just waiting for Dean to see Cass in a new light now. The ship is there. No, Sam didn't even, he was making it worse. He was like, Dean had enough of his shit. And Sam was just eating this up, so it was just really, really great. I think he even shipped himself with Castiel at some point. So yeah. Sam Estelle, I think he called one of the ship names. So yeah. But yeah, it was really, really great. I just really enjoyed this. But yeah, and like I said, the meanings behind this episode, like how people can have their own interpretation of a story, for example. And, like I said, it's not disrespectful whatsoever. If anything, it's very motivational. Like the fans who can write their own fan fiction, they know it's not canon, and they know it's not, oh, this is us trying to railroad things into how it should be. This is a place of love. It's a place of inspiration, and yeah, so it kind of reminds me of with me writing my own audio series. Hi, there we go, a little bit of a self-plug there. And Doctor Who became a really, really great inspiration for that, but it's a story that I've cultivated to be my own. And admittedly, there are a few bits of sources, as well as, not just Doctor Who, but there are a few bits of sources that really, really do speak to me. But I at the same time, I also want to cultivate it into something that, that is my own. And I'm kind of glad that I have that opportunity to do so, and that I continue to do so. So, yeah. By the way, Series 5 of my audio series, The Cadison Chronicles, will be out this year. So, yeah. Anyway, self-plug there. But, yeah, it's not just that in terms of the meaning, in terms of, fan fiction works and all of that, but Carry On Wayward Son, the official Supernatural theme. I just loved that we had that piece towards the end, and just seeing the tears well up for both Sam and Dean towards the end was just, yeah, because I think it can really speak volumes about, just their, like, especially since things has been hard for Dean, more so. Yeah, the love that they have for each other, it just really, really means so much. And you have these fans who see that with Dean and Sam. So, and we're not talking about Wincest, no. We are talking about, what they have been through and how they've, like, even season 9 was a rocky road, absolutely, with them two. But, they still have each other at the end of the day, and it's just like, so. And it was really beautifully sung as well. So, yeah. But there was just a lot of great references in this episode. Like, even the first bit of Sam and Dean, where they closed the hood of the Impala. It was I was just flashing back to the first ever episode, because they did that. I was just like, oh, nice. Just nice little reference there. So, yeah. But yeah, it was just really, really great. It was really moving. It was very fun, of course, but it was a really, really moving piece that, I mean, it did have, moments where, and I think The French Mistake did that as well, but it had its moments where it did take the piss of itself at times. But more so, and more importantly, it was a nice love letter, not just to Supernatural itself for getting to 200 episodes, but also to the fans and the love that they have, not just in terms of, throwing fan terms and all that, in terms of Destiel or BM moments, which is now going to be ingrained in my head, thank you to this episode. But like I said, with the works of fiction and how, people are motivated based on how much they love this show. So like I said, it's not a show that is to be forgotten. And it's more so a show that, because I believe it ended like 5 years ago, so it's a show that still gets talked about in good light. So, because it's one of those, I feel like, impactful shows that will, I think the term is stand the test of time, in terms of, like, being able to not be swept up by the sea of forgotten souls. I don't know what I'm saying there, but it won't be forgotten about for some time. It'll probably still be referenced in 10 years' time, 20 years' time. So maybe even when I've shuffled off this mortal coil, it'll still be mentioned. So yeah. But it was a really, really beautiful episode. Absolutely loved it. Perfect. I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right. If you want to check out more of my content, you can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!